Puppy behaves strangely before vets discover shocking reason. Adopting a pet is always an exciting experience. Yet, things become a bit more complicated when that animal turns out to be nothing like you expected. When one Phoenix woman opened her heart to an adorable German Shepherd puppy, she couldn't wait to watch him grow into a healthy, normal-sized dog. But as the months went by, the woman began to notice a few unusual traits about her pup, and a trip to the vet confirmed the truth. This was no ordinary pooch. Yet how could Shelby Mayo have known? When the 18-year-old Phoenix native first laid eyes on a tiny German Shepherd puppy called Ranger, she assumed he was just the runt of the litter. Still, Ranger's small size was somewhat cause for concern, leading Mayo to make an appointment with her vet. There, she learned that her pup was suffering from a parasite called Coccidia, which was likely stunting his growth. But even after ridding Ranger of the Coccidia, she discovered that he had a second parasite, Giardia, as well as an infection on his neck. The frequency of the maladies seemed unusual to Mayo, yet the rookie pet owner simply attributed it to poor luck. The vet, however, was a bit more concerned. In addition to his various ailments, Ranger had barely grown since being adopted. Even for the runt of the litter, this was quite abnormal. During this time, Ranger remained very small. The vet had suspected that he may have pituitary dwarfism, a genetic mutation, Mayo explained. But we were still skeptical, as this condition is very rare. Specifically, pituitary dwarfism occurs when a dog's body doesn't produce enough growth hormone from a young age, leaving them with a significantly smaller appearance. This condition also affects the dog internally, leading to a slew of medical and developmental issues. Unfortunately, weeding out the recessive gene for dwarfism isn't an easy task, as most carriers show no signs of the condition. Still, Mayo wasn't convinced that Ranger would never hit a growth spurt. It wasn't until he was neutered that she began to notice that Ranger's condition wasn't improving. His appetite disappeared, he lost weight and fur, and his skin became extremely dry and flaky. Sure enough, these were all symptoms of pituitary dwarfism, which Mayo couldn't deny any longer. At just about 1 year old, Ranger was still the size of a puppy, and it looked like he'd stay that way too. However, that didn't mean the pup's uncomfortable side effects were entirely incurable. Fortunately, Mayo had been chronicling Ranger's growth, or lack thereof, on Instagram prior to his official diagnosis. Here, followers with their own dwarf pups came out in droves to support the tiny German Shepherd. One of our followers, Guardian's Farm, a small company that makes handmade soaps and lotions, sent us goat milk soap, which ended up helping Ranger's skin immensely, Mayo shared. But the community's help went beyond just physical assistance. They also recommended that Mayo stay on top of Ranger's thyroid, as dwarf German Shepherds often suffer from hyperthyroidism. Sure enough, a visit to the vet showed that Ranger's thyroid hormones were low, leading to fur and appetite loss. After getting Ranger on levothyroxine and using this goat milk soap, his fur grew back and the dryness went away, Mayo explained. Unfortunately, these were only temporary fixes. Even with a high level of care, Ranger is still prone to the developmental and medical issues common among dwarfs of the breed. A shortened lifespan is also likely, as most dwarf German Shepherds don't live past the age of 5. Still, Mayo isn't wasting time worrying about what might be. It looks like Ranger isn't either. Even now, as a 2-year-old dog, the size of a puppy, Ranger is still as carefree and playful as any other pooch. He's healthy and happy as can be, as of now, and loves jumping around and playing with his ball and squeaky toys, said Mayo. And good thing she has a few extra paws around to keep the little fur ball busy. Shortly after adopting Ranger, Mayo welcomed 2 more dogs into the family, Hazel, a Labrador, and Jessie, a full-size German Shepherd. And even though Ranger is the oldest of the bunch, he's easily the most energetic. Ranger's story has continued to captivate animal lovers worldwide, and the little pup's Instagram page now boasts over 130,000 followers. But Mayo isn't hoping to profit off Ranger's newfound popularity. Instead, she plans to put all proceeds towards Ranger's care. "We're not trying to become professional Instagrammers for our dog," explained Darcy Mayo, Shelby's sister and Ranger's second owner. "It'd be cool if he could kinda pay for his own medicine." Unforeseen expenses aside, Ranger's on track for a happy life now that his condition has been identified. Figuring out a dog's health condition by questioning its appearance, in some cases, is the only option. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspirational stories.